I usually don't try and waste time explaining what's about to happen to people because there really is no description.
Yes.
It's an experience.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And in the morning too?
Yes,
What time in the morning?
dawn.
So when was
This morning I saw the first hummingbird at 5:53.
Yeah, that's when I see them outside the window.
Yeah, they come in with the very first sliver of sunlight.
Not the birds, only the hummingbirds.
Just the hummingbirds, so the other birds eat that.
Oh, there's going to be lots. They're going to be herds. So cool.
The colorful ones are the males, right?
Yes. And it's not a pigment. It is iridescence. They have microscopic bubbles on translucent feathers that diffract the light. Yeah. They can, sometimes it's like they have a kaleidoscope on their face. The costas can show purple, they can show blue, red,
And it's just
magenta.
like a reflection of the sun on their
It all, what color you see depends on the angle of the light and your angle of perception.
What is the life expectancy of a hummingbird?
9 years.
Holy cow, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Only a few make it that long though, because they cannot stand captivity or confinement.
Well, they just seem so fragile. So tiny.
Well, they have advantages. They're the fastest birds in the air.
So when they leave here, the ones that leave, where do you know where they go?
Yeah, and it all depends on the species. The costas, these guys, they migrate mainly by changing altitude. So instead of going north or south, they'll go to Idlewild and Big Bear and Lake Arrowhead,
Cooler weather.
Joshua.
Okay. That's interesting. They go where it's cooler.
Yeah. And then the black chins are resident here. They stay, and they do their breeding over the summer.
No, you're not too close. They're not here yet.
Yeah. No, it is impossible to be too close to them. And by the time you realize how close they've flown past you, they'll be gone.
They'll be gone, yes.
So you won't even have time to flinch. Sometimes, if they fly close to you, the air they displace will feel like they've touched you.
The other ones are not hungry yet.
They're coming.
Cuando yo les ponía el agua a los pajaritas, llegaban muchas. Hay unos grupos que llegaban muchas
Oh, like
pajaritas.
you said, this head looks black and then it's purple.
Yeah.
Oh.
Look at it.
Mhm.
It's so cool.
Pero ya no les gusta.
They can show purple,
I'll
blue,
send it to
red,
you.
magenta, and gold.
Oh.
Ya les voy a poner otra vez.
What are these?
That's a navigation aid. It kind of tells them where the food is.
Oh, okay.
Their eyesight is really attracted to shiny and to red.
Oh, okay.
You can see there's more coming.
Yes, there is.
When the kids are here, do they get really quiet or do they always say
Yeah. I call it hummingbird zen because people will be here and we'll all be chatting and then the hummingbirds will come in and just take over.
Yeah.
see where they are. Okay. They're posting up in here. They're waiting for the signals.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
What are the signals?
It's the timing of the sun. They cannot see it all in the night.
So they don't fly at night.
No, they have to be perched somewhere because they can't see it all. And they go into a state of torpor, which is reduced heartbeat, reduced respirations. Everything slows way down until dawn. And that's why people like the Aztec associated them with the sun god. And also with the god of war.
Oh yeah, 'cause they're
Yeah, the
They're
principal
very
Aztec
territorial.
deity was left-handed hummingbird. And the Inquisition got really upset because they saw the Aztec worshiping and they saw the hummingbirds, and so they figured, oh, this must be evil.
oh no.
Yeah.
Está bien chiquitita.
Ella se paró, man.
Ella ya halló su flor.
And the Calhia who live here, they their origin story is that they followed the black-chinned hummingbirds to live here. And it worked out very well for them because with the harsh desert all around, none of the invaders really wanted to bother with coming on this side of the coastal range.
What are the animals that they have to be kind of afraid of, or that they stay away from?
Yeah, roadrunners.
Oh, roadrunners will eat
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, they are nest thieves,
Oh.
and and mockingbirds, and blue jays.
Ravens, probably.
The ravens are more nest robbers
Oh.
because if you look at a predatory bird, the hummingbirds are too fast to catch,
Right, yes.
and the meat you get isn't worth the work.
There's a morsel.
True.
Yeah, but when they're nesting,
Tapas.
that's the only time in their lives that they're staying still. But we have a pair of Cooper's hawks that live in the oak tree across the street, the darker green one. And they don't hunt hummingbirds, and they don't raid nests, but they do like to hunt the birds that do hunt hummingbirds. So when they're roosted up for the night, the Cooper's hawks are just waiting for dinner to come.
Oh.
They're starting to come in.
There's more coming.
Uy, one goes right by my ear.
Oh, yeah.
Look at my dad now.
Qué bonito. De colores. Denise, you got one. Y se les ven las alas ya tan rápido que las mueven.
Tiene su cabecita roja.
Did you drop the
I just spilled a little bit.
It is.
Goes when they went by your ear. I thought they only came in the morning, 'cause I see them in the morning.
Well, they have to eat before they go to bed.
Yeah, yeah. During the daylight, they have to eat around every 15 minutes. And that's just to stay even. And right now they're bulking up for the migration because the first obstacle they encounter is the Mojave.
Oh, yeah.
So they need to put some weight on. They're doing a lot of extra bug hunting to get ready. And the migrators are stopping here because they just crossed Baja or Sonora or Chihuahua.
And someone had just been born, eh? 'Cause
Yeah.
where we were staying, there was little
Yes.
nests.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Those were Costas.
hostas?
Yeah, and so they'll likely stay here.
Okay.
Or they might fly up to Idaho. The thing is, everybody that saw them while they were growing and getting ready to leave the nest, they will remember you.
Oh,
They
wow.
will?
That's
Oh
sick.
my God.
Really?
Yeah, my friend Laura from Chicago
Oh my God.
had a nest last season that hatched, and she saw the babies grow, and they stayed right with her. Well, when they leave the nest, Mom abandons them.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we kind of gathered that. when we were
Yeah.
watching.
Yeah.
And so anybody that gives them any kind of help, and she and her husband went back to Chicago for the summer. And when they came back, the first time she hung the feeder, they came. And she knew which ones it was.
Oh, for
Oh, that's crazy.
Okay.
This female at the third feeder is a broadtail. And they'll be leaving, they'll go to like Big Bear, and then they'll cross the Mojave to the Sierras, and then they'll go up until they reach the Cascades and go all the way into British Columbia and the Canadian Rockies.
Oh, wow. Oh
That's
my
a lot of flying.
Yeah.
That's a long
I
distance.
hope they have credentials.
They scoff at borders.
So is there places for them to feed all the way along, or once they're
Yes.
bulked up, they don't need to feed, or
Well,
they have-
when they cross something like the Gulf of Mexico
Oh,
or the Caribbean or the Chihuahuas, the big deserts, they do those in one jump.
oh wow.
And so when they're migrating, they stop here for a few days to recover. But the rufous hummingbird goes from Oaxaca to Alaska, 8,000 miles,
Oh my god.
a 3-inch bird.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
my god.
Yeah, it's amazing. And then the calliope hummingbirds come through here. They're the smallest bird in North America.
Oh wow.
They're a little bit bigger than a bumblebee.
Oh, gosh.
And while the costas and the other birds here weigh between like 12 and 14 grams, a calliope weighs 4. And they go from Yucatan to Vancouver.
Wow.
¿No llegan?
Want to try hummingbirds?
Ay,
That's Moose. He's friendly.
They're so cool, aren't they? They're so amazing.
They're just now starting to come in. So,
Yeah.
come right in right here.
It's cool.
And we'll get you some hand feeders. Get in close.
Huddle, huddle.
Yeah, in closer.
And then
Come in and close.
Yeah.
And if you hold it like this, you can watch their tongues.
Oh. Cool.
Can you tell which one's a male and which one's a female?
Uh-huh.
How?
The ones with color on their faces are males.
barely get one.
And the whole trick is being still. They're just now starting to really come in. Okay, when you're holding them like that, you're kind of like in the flight path. Yeah, that's better.
Oh.
And that's better. Yeah, they'll see you. And part of the attraction for the hand feeders is it gets them away from the crush up there.
Ah.
And they also have a more concentrated nectar.
Oh, okay.
Yo no sé, para mí ya me está dando sueño.
No, que muy
This
recio.
is very relaxing. She's falling asleep.
Yeah. Oh, don't do that. You'll miss what's about to happen. From about 7:10 until 7:40, it's going to be insane.
How's it short?
No, como a las, ¿qué digo?
7:10, 7:40.
After the breeze
Yeah,
of
mira.
their wings make those
Is that the male? The one in the middle? Or a female?
Yeah, that is a female broadtail. This one.
Oh.
And the others are Costas, but we'll see broadtails, maybe a Rufus, Annas, and a whole lot because the migration's on and they are on the move. And when you see them darting around like that, and it looks like they're just kind of spastic in the air, they're hunting bugs.
Oh, like that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, here
Yeah,
they
they
are.
kinda-
That's a beautiful one.
They heard you guys were here.
We barely get just one over at our apartment, but he always leaves. Like I don't know what it is, but it always leaves.
Huh?
You can feel the wind of the fly next to it.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah, we call that a Palm Springs baptism. You've been close enough to a hummingbird to get pooped on.
They're so pretty.
Sometimes I bring my breakfast out.
Really?
Yeah. And hummingbird poop makes Lucky Charms even
Oh
more
my God.
magically delicious.
Can I hold it? She's getting a lot of.
She is.
We'll get a video and then take a picture for the.
It'll be on YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah, it'll show.
I know. And it's not so much that they fly away, it's like they just vanish.
Yeah.
And people can tell me how it makes them feel, but they can't really say what happened.
Yeah, yeah.
There's too much going on. Okay, they're getting a little testy.
We're gonna get
get going because we're waiting on someone for the house for an appointment. Thank
Okay.
you.
Apartment here?
Yeah, it's around the corner. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
we're waiting
cool.
for the AC guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Thank you.
come back anytime. You know where it is now.
Yeah,
Alright,
cool.
thank you.
This is a male broadtail.
This one here?
Yeah.
Yes. They have to attract the females somehow.
Oh, the females put them through work.
Really?
Yeah. The Costa, the male has to be right in front of the female, hovering vertically while wagging back and forth.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh my.
And if she gives him the approval, he goes up to about 80 feet and does a power dive right in front of her. And if that works, he's got a fighter. Because she wants a bird that can fly, she wants a bird that looks good, and she wants one that can fight, because they have to fight for just about every moment.
Amazing how they know.
Yeah.
Like that
Oh,
sounds
it's just, yeah, the
Well,
amazing how
and-
they know what to do.
Yeah, they have to be. They're born knowing when to leave and where to go on migration.
Okay, wait.
Gravity kind of teaches them how to fly.
Yeah.
Is this one the percher? Maybe not.
No.
Okay.
He usually comes right towards the end,
Does
like
he?
the last 10
Because he
minutes.
landed on my finger last time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Two of them. Oh, fine for it.
look at those wings.
Yeah. Their wing beat is 80 cycles a second. And that's the same as their respirations, because when their wings are forward, their lungs inflate. And when their wings are back, their lungs deflate. The ribs push up.
Wow, that's amazing.
And their heartbeat is 80
Depends on
beats
the
a second
reflection of the
also.
light on their feathers.
That's awesome.
Their blood circulates so fast it works like a gyroscope and helps them fly stable.
They are so amazing.
Yeah.